So welcome to this video on completing the squares. This time we're going to do some problems involving fractions. So as usual, we have x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0. First thing I need to do is check if I have a perfect square trinomial, which means I need to take the middle term b, which in this case is 5. We're going to divide it by 2 and square it, and that gives me 5 over 2 times 5 over 2 is 25 over 4. So my c term should be 25 over 4, but obviously it's not 25 over 4, it's 6. So what I need to do is I need to get rid of this. So I'm going to use inverse operations. I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. So once I've done that, that's gone. So now I have x squared plus 5x equals negative 6. And now what I need to do is to add 25 over 4 or 5 over 2 squared to both sides of the equation. So my next line now reads x squared plus 5x. Instead of writing 25 over 4, I'm just going to write it as 5 over 2 squared. And I'm adding 5 over 2 squared to both sides. I can now write this as a binomial squared, which is x plus 5 over 2 all squared equals negative 6 plus 25 over 4. So let's simplify this. Negative 6 is the same as negative 6 over 1. So let's keep the left side. I'm not doing anything to the left side right now. I want to make sure that both denominators have a value of 4. So to do that, since this is 1, I'm going to multiply by 4, and that now gives me negative 24 over 4 plus 25 over 4. Let's keep my left side. Negative 24 plus 25 gives me 1. So that's equal to 1/4. Keep the left side. So now that I have it as a binomial squared equals 1/4, my next step is to find the square root of both sides. So that's x plus 5 over 2 all squared, square root, and I want the square root of 1/4, and I want the two roots as well, plus or minus. The square root of 1/4 is 1/2. So let's just write that as x plus 5 over 2 is equal to plus or minus 1/2. Okay, why did we get 1/2? Because the square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2. So it's 1 over 2. 1/2 times 1/2 does give me 1/4. My two equations are finally x plus 5 over 2 equals positive 1/2, or x plus 5 over 2 equals negative 1/2. To get x by itself, I need to get rid of the 5 over 2. So I'm going to minus 5 over 2 from both sides. So that's gone on this side. So now I have x equals 1 over 2 minus 5 over 2. That gives me negative 4 over 2. So x is equal to negative 2. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Subtract 5 over 2 from both sides. So now I have x is equal to negative 1 over 2, or negative 1/2, minus 5 over 2. And that gives me negative 6 over 2. So x is equal to negative 3. So my two answers are negative 3 and negative 2. You may be tempted to convert this to fractions, so I mean mixed fractions or decimal, but sometimes that's more difficult. Notice I kept it as a fraction and I did all the work through with the fractions, and I got a nice answer at the end. So generally I will say keep the fractions. Most times it works out quite easily with a fraction as opposed to using decimals.